Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsyreplays and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the AMX prototype, the AMX 1ER. It has arrived back in Blitz store, and what a fantastic tank this is. The turret is 150mm on the front, 80 on the side, 40 on the rear, and it's got 80mm of frontal armor, 30 on the side, 30 on the rear, so you can get those troll bounces. It's got a not bad DPM at 2,796, and the reload for that is 6.65 seconds. Penetration is on pretty the low side at 232, and even the APCR is 263, and your HE is 50. So your penetration is not the greatest in the tier. In fact, it's not great at all. 310 alpha, 260 on your APCR and 350 on your HE. Aim time is okay-ish at 3.3, and the dispersion is, it could be better at 0.326. However, it does have a nice 10 degrees of gun depression and 60 kilometers an hour speed to go with it. So the AMX prototype is pretty much, I would say, an upgraded 30B, but a tier below. And I mean, it's got the same characteristics with the 30B, except that it hasn't got that massive hatch on top, which is the biggest down point for the AMX 30B, where this hasn't got that. This has got nice gun depression and it's got a nice turret, but it hasn't got that great big hatch. And it plays really nice. For me, this is probably my favourite tier 9. It's probably the best tier 9 medium in the game. I'm not the only one to say that. There is a few people to say that. And I mean, I've been playing it in ratings, and you can see I've got the ratings camo, and I've been doing really, really well. And it can hold its own in tier 10, even though the penetration isn't the greatest. But when you're in tier 8, you will really do well if you play it correctly. So this battle here, we are on the new map Horror Stat. We're going to take out Meadsyreplays here, who rushes forward. No idea why, but he rushed forward, and already a minute gone, and that we have both a tank down each. But our team do absolutely brilliantly this game. You can see we're almost all together. There's one TD in spawn. I don't know if he's AFK or not. But we're all going to rush together. We're all going to focus the same tank. Thinking that TD is AFK in spawn. You can just see by spawn 2 in between spawn 2 and spawn 1. But he's going to get taken out. But the rest of us are literally all focus firing, and we are all pushing together. And you don't see a team this often play this well together. Now, the enemy are doing the same. I mean, they had a few tanks that went left and met us, but the rest of them are all pretty much now in our spawn, and they are also rolling together. So we're going to stick together. We have cap A and the enemy have cap C, but I think that's going to now switch around. The enemy are going to start capping base A, and we're going to cap base C. So we are winning on supremacy points, and when it's 5 against 4, there's still a lot of work to do. So there they go. They are capping base A. So I'm just going to rush towards base C. I'm not worried about getting any damage. But again, just look at our team. It's like we are playing in a tournament. They've headed toward B. There's a couple that have headed towards me, but they're not going to cap the base. They can see I'm capping the base, so they are going to go and spot. And the enemy are now going to get spotted. Luckily, there's no medium tanks, so there's only 3 heavy tanks and a TD, where we've got 2 mediums and a light tank, so we can spot them a lot quicker than they can spot us. So we've both caught the bases. Both teams have caught each other's bases, and now me and this bat chat are just going to go and flank around to see what we can find. We know there's 3 tanks there now. There is a Tiger P, bless them, who are fail tuning. Not good to foul tune, especially in tier 7 and tier 8. I mean, the only tier that you can really fail tune is tier 9 and tier 10. I don't know why people do it. There is no reason to do it, and it's stupid to do it. However, I do like the fact that if there's no disadvantage. So if there's a foul tune on one team, there's also going to be a foul tune on the other. So I do like Wargaming how they have done that matchmaking. so it evens itself out. But it's lovely to see a foul team when you are top tier. So now there is just this Conway left to go. He's a great player, but against 4 of us, we are winning on supremacy points, and with the speed of this thing, we can easily just get around him, and there's not much he can do when there's a bat chat in front of him and an AMX first prototype behind him. So we are going to bring him down to 389. I think we're going to get one more shot in on him before our bat chat can take him out. So not a bad battle. 2 kills, 4 kills left, 4 tanks left alive. We, as a team, we did really well. Does make some credits as well, this. I mean, that was the birthday of the tank, and 202,000 credits earned. 3,899. That was only a first class, but with the event, it's very difficult and almost impossible to ace a tank at the moment, because, or by the time this video comes out, it would have probably been finished. So it's almost impossible to ace a tank at this time because of the event, or not the event, the new mode, and everyone's getting 10 to 20,000 damage, and the XP is, it takes that into account on random battles as well. So at the moment, or by the time when recording this video, it is literally impossible to get an ace. However, we do have an ace replay from before the event starts. So now we're on Normandy, and they're going to have a great, I didn't see quite the name of the person, but we are going to get the name very soon. And these kind of maps is perfect for this tank. This dead rail, any map with dunes, you can really poke up and just get your gun over the hill, and all they've got to see is your turret. And when you're at this kind of angle, it's very difficult to for them to be able to penetrate your turret. So if you can get into these kind of maps, which I love, I mean, I've done one on Vineyards where you go to the middle bridge, and I think Bushka put that in the channel, and these are just godlike positions for this kind of tank. It's a pretty much, it plays like an STB, between an STB and a Leopard 1. So, and they're both tanks that I really enjoy it. So of course I'm going to enjoy this, and of course, because I love the tank so much, I am going to recommend for you guys, if you're looking at buying it, if you've got the money and you are looking at buying it, then get it. It really is a good tank. Killer Instinct is who we are looking at now, and he plays fantastic in this tank. As you can see there, get some troll bounces, 800 block damage already, and he still remains full hit points. Hasn't lost a single hit point yet, and he's still dishing out the damage. So 1,300, 1,600 damage, still full hit points, and he's not running away. I mean, he's got heavies in front of him, all around him, IS-3s, 2 IS-3s there, and he's just poking backwards, forward, and baiting the shots out of them. And it's great to play this. I mean, the reload is not bad. I mean, there is other tier 9s that have much better DPM. I mean, the T54 for 1 has much better DPM than this thing, and it has the turret, but the T54 is, it just feels a lot different. It's, I mean, it's a Russian, of course, but I really do, I would recommend this tank. I'm not sure how much it's coming for. I'm guessing it's coming for gold. And you can do things like this. You can get behind tanks, you can circle or death them, and there's going to be nothing this ISU 152 can do, which is good because it was a 3-on-4. They've now taken him out to bring it down to a 3-on-3. They have got 2 cap points, so they are winning on supremacy points, but now he has kept his hit points, he's saved his hit points, and he's only been shot, what, once, maybe twice, and a little bit of a ram. So this is the ideal time to, then you can rush in. So he's kept his hit points. The enemy now are pretty low HP, so this is where he can sort of rush in and waste some of them hit points. It is a 2-on-3, so he still needs to be careful, and I probably wouldn't have, maybe I wouldn't have gone for the AMX for 1ER. I would have maybe gone for the back chat. Very risky, but when him and his standard B are working together, they do very good, and they bring it down to a 2 versus 2. Now, we know that one of them is a 1-shot. The back chat is not a 1-shot. I think the back chat's a 2-shot. So he does take out the 047 for his second kill, and now they can take a shot between them. I mean, the standard B can probably take 2 shots, and Killer Instinct can take 1 shot. Of course, if the back chat can release his clip, he can kill them both with one clip. There's one shot. He does get the shot in return, which is absolutely vital, because now he can just hide while the standard B goes out to get the kill. Very well played to both of these guys. The standard B, I mean, he got 5 kills. He didn't get much damage at all, but Killer Instinct done brilliantly. Very good job. And again, it was his birthday. 247,000 credits, 4,700 damage. He gets the ace top gun, and he gets the scout medal as well, because he poked that middle and he spotted the team. So I would definitely recommend buying this tank. Again, I'm not sure, I don't think it's going to be that expensive. It's a really, really good tier 9, and for me it's the best tier 9 medium in the game. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.